was doing just fine before I met you. I drank too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car. 4 years, no calls. Now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Anna and I am very glad you guys stopped by. So for today's video, we are actually going to be cooking, and we are going to be cooking some birria, so we can make some birria tacos. And for those of you who don't know what birria tacos are, I'm sure you guys have seen the very famous videos of people making birria. Of people eating birria tacos. So I will insert some clips of what you guys might have seen on Facebook or Instagram, so you guys kind of have an idea on what I'm talking about. I actually got this recipe from Views on the Road here on YouTube, so I will link her video in my description down below. That way you guys can check it out if you guys want more an in-depth tutorial or recipe, but that's what I'm going off of. So next, this is actually my first cook with me video, so I'm very excited. I hope you guys like it, and if you guys do, don't forget to hit that like button down below so I know I can continue making these kind of videos. So without further ado, we are going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to be cooking our meat first of all. And I'm going to show you what kind of meat I'm going to be using and what the recipe required me to use. So let's get started. Okay, so the recipe required me to get 5 pounds of chuck roast. This is boneless chuck roast. This is actually only 2 pounds. It's $5.39 a pound. So I thought it was pretty pricey. So I just got 1 packet of 2 pounds. And I will be using this beef bottom round roast, and this is actually $4.49 a pound. This is 3 pounds, so the prices are not very different, but I figured I would give it a try. So you need 5 pounds of chuck roast. You need 2 pounds of bone. I didn't find any beef bones, so I'm not going to add any beef bones, but that is the meat I got, so that's what we are going to prepare. So I'm going to start cutting and gathering all the ingredients, so I will leave you guys to see me do that. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Okay guys, so I've added water to this big pot. I use it to make tamales, but today we're going to use it to make birria. I'm going to add, and I'm not going to cut it because, it's going to shred in there. And then we are doing this one right here. I'm sorry guys, I hope the quality is still good. I accidentally moved something on my camera and I can't figure out what it is. So there's the second part. You want to add enough water, that way it covers the whole entire meat. So I'm going to add more water. So bear with me. I'll be right back. Okay, so here I have my onion, my head of garlic. Is that what it's called? I think, yeah. Anyway, I have 6 bay leaves. I have 10 carrots, and I also have 10 New Mexico chili pods. Okay guys, so this is the way the bag looks of the chili pods I'm using. It's called a New Mexico chili in extra hot, and it's actually extra hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the 10 chili pods. I've already cleaned them, and what I mean by clean them, I've taken off the stem and removed all the seeds. And I am also adding everything that I showed you guys previously into the pot. So I'm adding my onion, I'm adding my garlic, my carrots, and my bay leaves. If I would have known what I know now, I would have obviously added a lot more carrots, maybe half of the little bag I showed you guys, just so I could have had more carrots and the broth. But the only way you learn is by making mistakes. So I will be doing this, and after that I will also be adding 3 tablespoons of consomme, chicken flavored. And obviously you guys can tell that I am struggling to have my camera read the whole 1 tablespoon writing on it, but you know, it's whatever. So we're gonna do, like I said, 3 tablespoons of consomme. I know I've heard other people call it something different, and I can't remember exactly what they call it at this moment. But if I can remember and I can find it, I will insert it in the screen. That way you guys know what I'm talking about. After adding my 3 tablespoons of consomme, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of salt, and I'm using just a generic salt. I mean, you can use any brand you want. I'm going to stir everything, all the stuff I poured, just so it distributes all over the pot, and I will be showing you guys how it looks inside. Honestly, even though I haven't started cooking, like it hasn't cooked yet, it looks so good. I think it's going to be super delicious, and all we're going to do is going to cover it and let it cook in medium heat. So I'm going to let this I'm going to leave this in medium heat for an hour. I will see you guys in an hour. Hey guys, so it's been a little over an hour, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the chilies, the chili pods that are in here into the blender, and I'm going to blend them. Ooh. Smells so good, guys. What we are adding, so there's 10 of them in here. So let's pull them all out. 3, 4. Maybe I only had 9. Okay. Well, I couldn't find the last one, but once I have done that, I am going to add a little bit of the broth that's in here into the blender, so I can blend this really quickly. And once we blend it, we're gonna dump it back in and let the meat cook for another 45 minutes, I would say. So there we go. So I'm gonna blend this really quickly and I'll come back once it's all blended. I'm going to strain it. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because my my blender doesn't work that great sometimes, so I rather just not put any of that, you know, seeds or any of that sort in there. So I'm going to strain it. And at this moment, I have tried the broth and it is perfect. I think it needs a little bit more of consommé just for a little bit of salt flavor. But other than that, I think we are gonna be good. Perfect. We're gonna let it cook for another 45 minutes. It's 2:35, so I will be back with you guys in 45 minutes and see if the meat is ready. And in the meantime, we are going to do a chili oil that goes on the tortillas for the tacos, and it also goes on top of, you know, your meat. So let's get straight into making the chili oil. Okay, so for the chili oil, we are going to grind certain dry ingredients. So I have 2 bay leaves. I have 4 chili pods, and make sure to take out as many seeds as you can. We are going to do half a tablespoon of consommé, half a teaspoon of black pepper. If I can get this opened. Teaspoon. What did I tell you guys? Half a teaspoon. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Half a teaspoon right here. A black pepper. And 1/4 of ground cloves. And to be honest, I never cook with this specific. Ooh, okay. I usually don't cook with clove. I don't know what it goes with, to be honest, but the recipe says it goes, so we're gonna give it a try. And we actually need half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Half teaspoon. I tell you guys, this is like totally this is the first time I ever make this recipe, so I hope it comes out good. Okay, there we go. And to finish all this, we need a 1/4 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. We are going to grind this, and I will come back once all this is grinded. Okay guys, so I grind all my dry ingredients. Does that make sense? So I put in this container. I also need 1 chili pod, and we need half a tablespoon of oregano. But before we do that, we need to start with the canola oil. So I'm going to be using this one, and I need 1 cup of it. And I'm going to put in my pan so I can. I'm going to heat it up. So let's do that first. Okay, so there's my 1 cup. I'm going to heat it up, and then once it's all heated up, I will come back to you guys so we can add all these ingredients. My oil is nice and hot, as you guys can tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that chili pod, and I'm going to leave it in there until it changes color. I don't think it's hot enough. Let me do this again, guys. Okay, so as you guys can tell, it is now pretty hot. So I'm going to put the chilies again, the chili pod, I'm sorry. As you guys can tell, it changed color. See, it turned it into a dark color, so we are taking it out. Oh my goodness. Oh, I burnt myself. It is super hot, so you guys better be very, very careful. Okay, next. Let's move this to the side. Right here, we are going to add our items that we grinded, and the half tablespoon of oregano. So now we are going to pour the oil into it and hope for the best, you guys, because I've never done this before. So we are going to pour that hot oil into this mixture and see how it goes. So pour, mix. Oh my goodness! What in the world? Okay guys, so I don't know if your girl did this right. I hope I did.
guys, so I have here the broth that I cooked with the meat. I also have my chili oil that I made with you guys, some tortillas, some cut up onions and cilantro. And I am also using a Mexican style blend cheese. And I really would have loved to have used asadero, but I didn't have asadero at the moment. So if you do decide to recreate this recipe, the tacos will be best with asadero cheese. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the tortilla into the broth, and after I will dip it into the chili oil and place it in the pan. Okay, so once it's on the pan, don't put any oil, just with all the stuff we dipped the tortilla in, it should be enough oil. All I'm going to do is add some cheese, and just do as much cheese as you want. It's to your liking. I'm going to add, of course, the meat that I have already shredded, and I am also going to add a lot more cheese because we like a lot of cheese here in my household, and they honestly taste so much better. After you've already placed all this stuff, if you really want to, you can add, of course, your onions and your cilantro before you close your taco, but I mean, you don't have to. You can do it after. So as you can tell, it gives you have this little toasty color, I mean, not color, but this toasty texture on the taco, and just wait for the cheese to melt a little more, and that's how you make your tacos. And I guarantee you they are going to be bomb. The way I serve the birria tacos is I add a cup of broth with some chili oil and some onions and cilantro, and of course your as many tacos as you would like.
Here is me a week after I recorded the video, realizing that I forgot to close it out. So guys, I'm sure you guys were able to tell that I didn't come on camera towards the end of the video, and I did a voiceover, and the reason why I did that is because your girl is upset. I ended up burning myself when I went to open the pot, the steam. I didn't remember, I don't know what happened. I can't tell you guys exactly what happened or what went through my mind. I just didn't think, I guess. So I got burnt pretty bad. As you guys can see, this is my burn. I was really upset. It hurt so bad, so I didn't want to come back on camera and act like everything was fine, because it wasn't. I was in lots and lots of pain, and I couldn't find my Neosporin, guys. Can you believe it? It always happens to me that when I need something, I can't find it, and then days later I see it, and I'm like, how can I have not remembered? But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys a little video of me eating my tacos, and I also wanted to let you guys know that I really did enjoy the recipe. I really loved it. It was really good. The only thing I think I would change would be the fact that I mixed two different types of meats, and I should have just stuck with the chuck roast. So if you do decide to make it, please just stick to chuck roast. The other one, I don't know if it just takes a lot longer to cook or what the deal it was, but I had a really hard time shredding it. I mean, it was cooked, don't get me wrong, it just, I didn't like it. So I do see that improvement that I can make for another time that I make it. And also I'd probably add a little bit more chili pods into the broth just because we like things a little spicier. But other than that, it was very delicious. I enjoyed it. My husband enjoyed it. My son loved it as well. So I'm happy. At least I got that done right. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys decide to make this birria, don't forget to tag me and show me your tacos and what they look like, because girl, those tacos look bomb, and they were bomb. I will probably not be making it anytime soon again because I hurt myself, but maybe for like a special day or something I'll make it again. But with that said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you are not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe and become a part of my little family. Also, if you don't follow me on social media, I will leave my handle right here. I will leave my handle right here, and I'll also leave it linked down below for those of you who can just go and click on it. I am more active on Instagram than what I am on YouTube. I'm really trying. Let me know if you guys like these cook with me videos, and I will absolutely give you guys more recipes that I like, or me trying to make recipes. But other than that, let me know how your Christmas shopping is going, because your girl's almost done, and I feel like every year I say that I am going to start early, and I never do. So anyway, I should stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.